It's unbelievable. Hello, I'm Dennis.
I'm Andrew.
And we are the Crafty Lumberjacks.
You know, summer is a perfect time to pick up a craft skill you've never tried before.
Yes, today on Handmade, we're going to be making an unconventional summer wreath out of this embroidery hoop using a simple weaving technique.
Let's get started. For this project, we only need the inner hoop of the embroidery hoop, and we're going to be making a simple loom for our wreath. We tried this a couple of ways, and we found that the best way was to drill small holes all around the hoop. For our loom, we want our thread to be evenly spaced, so we're going to use a measuring tape and mark our spots 1 centimeter apart.
Yeah, this way we'll have vertical threads going that we can weave our yarn in between.
Harder than you thought, huh? A little tip is to tape off the end of the measuring tape. That'll just keep it in place, because it does get a little wonky as you're going around.
Now that Andrew has marked our hoop, we're ready to start drilling. We're gonna start about 1 inch in on the hoop because we want vertical lines, and it won't really work out in a circle to start all the way on the side, so we're gonna start about 1 inch in with our drilled holes. And of course, we're using a sacrificial piece of wood so we don't drill through our table.
This part is a little time consuming, but we tried other ways of making the loom, and we got the best result with this. You don't want your loom to fall apart halfway through your weaving.
And now before we start stringing our yarn, we are just gonna sand down the embroidery hoop here, just so it doesn't get caught on any of the wood or the splinters or anything like that. Now that we prepped our embroidery hoop, we're gonna start threading using some fun cotton string here. Mm-hmm. It's multicolored, blue like the ocean.
Nice and durable.
Yes, and we're just gonna start threading it through.
If you have trouble tying it off, you can just tape it or even put a little bit of super glue. Not to worry, we're gonna cover the whole thing so you're not gonna see any of the outer hoop. Now it's time to start weaving. We're gonna be creating a beach scene with some sand, some ocean.
Yeah, a little sun, some clouds, and we even got some seagulls online that we're gonna add to our wreath. Ah! Don't do that.
When we went to the craft store, we were looking for chunky yarns with different textures and different colors. For the sand, we really like this because it has speckles of, grays and blacks. So this could be a New Jersey beach,
That's so rude.
I think it's best to use smaller pieces of yarn and not try to do the whole thing with one long piece. It's easy to just add other pieces in. It's harder to kind of weave everything through.
Jersey Beach. Beach, please. Thank you.
All right, so I'm just threading my needle, and I'm just gonna do a very simple weaving technique. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. We're just gonna be tucking in our loose ends. Nothing fancy since we won't really be touching this, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm just taking the end and pulling it through. And I like to start just pushing everything down. And what's really great about this is you can kind of shape it yourself as you push. So if you want a little bit higher in one area, just...
A little sand dune.
Yes, this is the fun part. Keeping it really easy and relaxing. It's summer after all. We don't want to do too much work. All right, let's do some more.
All right, it's looking pretty good. Andrew finished the sand and the ocean. Now I'm gonna add the sun and some clouds. The clouds. It's looking unbelievable. We just have some final details to add on. We're gonna add some thicker, chunkier yarn around the outside here. It looks like a nautical rope from a boat. And then I'm gonna do a fancy nautical knot on the top here. It's very simple. You do right over, and then you do left over right and pull through. And you have a little boating knot.
Oh, wow.
We want it kind of loose because it's going to kind of be at the top of our wreath there, top knot. And then we also found these wooden seagulls online that we're also going to glue on there.
Wow.
I'm in love with it.
It really came out so great.
Yes, this is a great project for those hot summer days. Crank up the
Yes.
AC, put on your favorite movie or binge watch something.
Yeah, just
get
sit and
crafty.
relax.
It's very therapeutic,
Oh, yeah.
relaxing.
Let us know what your favorite summer craft is. We'd love to know.
Or if you have a beach house and you want some crafty guys to come hang out, we'd love to come. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.